Okay, let's take a deep breath. Exhale, relax, let go. Now we're not only breathing air, we're breathing life energy. Some call it prana, some call it orgone, some call it ether, and there are many names for this. And many awakened masters have been saying throughout the times that the breath is like a bridge between the physical and the spiritual. And we can even see this when we look into the words, the etymology, the history of the words, its definitions. So, for example, I was living in Brazil a while ago for some years, and the word there for breathe in is inspira. And inspira comes from the Latin word spirare. And some other words that comes from this root word spirare is inspiration, spirit. So one interesting thing about the word inspiration, its etymology, its definition from the 13th century. The word inspiration was defined as immediate influence of God. And then we also have the word spirit from the same root word. So this starts to make a lot of sense. And we can also see this in the Swedish language, where the word andas means to breathe. The word ande means spirit. And I remember having talked about this with other people from other countries, and I remember some have said that there also this connection in their language. I don't remember which ones, but remember to subscribe and like. And I'm a big fan of meditation. I've been practicing vipassana as one of the techniques, one of my go-to techniques. And vipassana was the technique that Buddha gave to his disciples. Vipassana means awareness, and the technique is to bring awareness to the breath. And it's simply to bring awareness, not to do anything. And this by itself brings us back to the natural breathing, our natural flow and our natural ways. And it also brings up all these repressed things, because when the breath is natural and deep, it brings energy from all these places in us, because it's like opening up and giving space for everything to be seen, to be felt. And this is also what breath work is doing. I'm not a big fan of the word work in it, but I understand it, and it is kind of where we're coming from in the West. We're so conditioned and so trained to do and force things to happen that we have to work through it, and we have to like, needs to happen now, like impatience now. While meditation is really the opposite, and that's also why meditation has been so misunderstood in the West. I will not talk about this more now, but I will talk about some techniques that I found very, very helpful in my journey. And one of them was, of course, vipassana, but one was also rebirthing, and this is categorized as a breath work, right? So rebirthing, it was bringing me deeper in many, many ways. Like it was bringing the breath deeper. It was like a deep, continuous breathing through the nose or through the mouth. And I could see that this technique brought me a lot of like deep cries, deep sadness, deep anger, deep laughter, deep joy. And it's like releasing, like I'm getting in touch with these deep things, deep emotions again that has been like repressed and stored down. And my breath has been only like up here, until I really like give it time and give it space. And I remember we were laying there breathing continuously, deeply, for maybe an hour, maybe more. I'm not sure. Like you go into a different space when you're laying there, right? And yeah, it's just been such a powerful technique. And after that, I usually feel very, very quiet inside, very sensitive, soft, very much in my senses. So one thing I want to mention about the breath, I started to read this book many years ago, Ninja, The Power of Mind. And in this book, they are talking about the breath in a very nice way. I can't remember exactly how they say it, I can look it up and see if I can find a PDF, then I can put it in the description if you want to read it. And they say something like, if you want to be happy, breathe happily. If you want to be alive, breathe. If you want to be energized, breathe energized. Like breathe the state into life, basically. And this is a very interesting concept. And this is definitely something we can play with and experiment with and find out for ourselves how this works. Simply by how we're breathing, we can change the state we're in. I just find this very, very interesting and very cool, and I hope it's helpful for you. And let me know if you have some experiences with different breathworks or different techniques that you have found very helpful for you in the path of your awakening, let's call it, or your self-growth, your self-development journey. Please comment and let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. And with that, let's just relax for a moment. Let's just come back. You can close the eyes. You can just take a deep breath through the nose. And relax the shoulders, relax the face, the mouth, the chest, the belly. And just let your breath be soft, open, relaxed. Let your whole body be soft, open, relaxed. And feel how good it is to just be, to just breathe. Nothing needs to happen. You don't need to do anything. The breath is happening by itself. Just watch it, feel it, enjoy it. And see how easy it is to come back to your inner space, to feel your own inner energies, just with the breath, with awareness. Now you can open your eyes if you want, you can come back, move your fingers, move your toes, awaken your body. If you went that deep, I don't know, it was very quick, but thank you so much for watching, thank you for being here, and see you in the comments, and subscribe. Thank you, peace.